behind the scenes podcast. We're here with Peter Martinez with Juice Ride Sharing. How you doing today, Peter?
Good. How are you?
So you're the CEO and founder of Juice Ride Share. You want to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah. So actually, you still had my contact info from the Sun Cycles. That was the company I started, the company I owned.
Okay.
And then
that was a .org, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then about a year after, the development of the company kind of grew, and we got some good traction on bringing bike sharing into Orlando, and it came to the point to where the city was like, you know what, let's get serious about this and let's do a bike share program.
Okay.
So in the city, they put out a bid for a request for proposals, and they put that bid out there for companies like my company and other companies to compete against the bid for bike sharing. Right. And when that bid came out, one of the requirements was having it was about at least 5 years experience in implementing a bike share program, which I didn't have. Right.
So I found nobody probably had that at that time.
No, nobody did, but they had some kind of experience within like managing a fleet of bicycles, and, knowing how all that works, and it's a really different discipline. The bike share discipline. It's a mixture of transportation planning, and fleet maintenance, bicycles, and sponsorship sales. It's a lot of different things that go into managing a bike share program. So I found the best partner to go about this with. They've been doing bike share programs for over 20 years by the time at that point. So we decided to do the bid together, and one of the stipulations was if we win this bid together, we basically, I'll get bought out of the company as the founder and CEO. And once I got bought out, then I would help launch this program and help manage it. And that's what the point that we're in right now is basically, You're still the CEO and founder of the business, correct? No.
Okay.
No. So right now I'm the program director for. Yeah. So I manage the whole program. In and out from, you name it, dealing with the city, dealing with sponsors, dealing with on the street, in the field, maintenance and everything. So. That's what I'm doing.
So it's
now.
It's a big business, and the government's definitely got their hand in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I think the city really got a good deal with what we have going on, because they don't have to front up any money to make it happen. They saw how motivated we were to make this happen in Orlando. To kind of change the way we get around town here. And I think that's why they chose us. We knew the city better. We had that motivation to make it happen, and we had an awesome team behind it. So
right. So Peter, tell me a little bit about your background, because when I met you, you were doing the pedicab.
Yeah, I was doing.
You're caking up. You're doing your thing. You were the nice guy on iDrive. So
yeah.
How did you go from being a pedicab to having a business formula that actually works right here downtown Lake Eola?
Yeah. So I when I started when I first started the bike share idea, of bringing it to town, I basically had to quit any reliable type of employment. Right. I had to let that go. And that was a big decision that I had to make. But I was like, you know what? I believe in this so much that I'm willing to put it out there. And I took up about 10 different jobs. I took up pedicabbing, making websites, SEO, making websites better on Google. Graphic design. I even rode Mirror's Cab for a little bit. I did anything under the sun that was legit to make money. I was out there doing it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So my background before this was I used to work on cars. So I used to work for AT&T's fleet.
Okay.
So AT&T had about 500 vehicles in Orlando that need maintenance. So I was the one that took care of all those vehicles.
Right.
And then before that, I also worked in the dealerships, working on cars for a few years. And then prior to that,
you came in from a mechanical standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was in the Marine Corps. I managed a fleet of 1,200 trucks in Iraq.
Okay. When were you in Iraq?
When?
Yeah.
2000. My first time was 2004.
Okay.
So it was January of 2004, and then my second time was August of 2006.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
Salute all the veterans out there, and
yeah, for sure.
I got touched base with my uncle last night. You know, he's a veteran, but you know, we appreciate your labor and your works, and you know, keeping America safe. And
thank you, man.
So Peter, right now, how many bikes do you guys currently have with Juice?
Right now we have 200 bikes.
Okay.
Parked at 28 different stations around town.
Okay. What are some of the stations around town?
So we got one at Lake Eola, Thornton Park, downtown over by Church Street.
Okay.
Another one by the courthouse. Another one by Sky House. Orange Avenue, Gertrude's Walk, City Hall.
Gertrude's Walk, where's that at?
That's over by the fire station and the
that side piece right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got that there. You know, we got a bunch of different ones around town. You know, in total we have 28. So 28 stations.
That's what's up.
Man. Oh yeah.
So with a lot of the construction going on right now in the city, I live in Winter Garden, so I know the construction out there in Ocoee has always been hectic on the road.
Yeah.
Do you see this as a growing business around Florida in general, or do you see it as more of people that want to not drive?
Right. So
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think anybody wants to drive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the majority of us.
Right.
You know, the majority of us use cars as utility. You know, so we use cars to get around town, to pick up groceries, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
You know, there's very little people that are car enthusiasts. You know, that I think that was kind of a fad, right? I mean, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
You know, now, you know, the car industry kind of commoditized everything and said, you're gonna get a car for transportation. Here you go. You know, we'll get you this, we'll get you that. So that's kind of been the trend, you know.
Yeah. So who came up with the name Juice Rideshare?
Yeah, so it was a team of 5 of us.
Okay.
That we all, you know, sat down and thought about different ideas for names for the system, and one of them was Juice, to give a throwback to the citrus industry here in Orlando. Right. And that was the one that won. That was the one that, you know, everyone kind of thought it could work out, and there was different ideas being thrown out there, but Juice was the one that we all chose that would work. Oh yeah,
that's what's up. Sure. So how can people stay in touch with you? Like, do you have social medias and like a site, or is it more?
Yeah, so if you go to juicebikeshare.com, you could check it out, see how it works, see what it's all about.
Okay.
But yeah, what we're looking to do is expand into other parts of Orlando, so other parts of town. You know, anywhere from Sanford to Kissimmee to Claremont, you know, back to Orlando. You know, so
forget Winter Garden though.
No, that's why I included Claremont.
Same difference.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because Claremont, they have the bike trail out there. You know what I mean? They have the professional. I've met some real like professional Olympic bikers that are Olympiads. They do like triathlons.
They got like triathlons out there.
Yeah,
and stuff.
They do that once a year out there. So there's a niche of people that ride bikes on that orange. I believe it's the Orange Trail or something like that.
Yeah, the West Orange Trail they got out there.
Trail,
you know, also there's a few companies out there that are kind of catering to the triathlon folks, and they're based out of Claremont and like Winter Garden area.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a huge road biking community out there that's catering to them. and it's a lot different than what we have over here. Over here, it's more urban, commuter type cycling.
Yeah,
people to get from point A to point B, and that's kind of what.
You have a business class as well that does the ride sharing with the bikes.
What do you mean business class?
Like people that just want to get back and forth to work.
Oh yeah.
Without having to drive and pay for parking and things like that.
Oh yeah, huge. There's that throughout the week, we noticed that a lot of people use the bikes to, get around town. They could just leave their car. Let's say if they drive in from out of town or drive in from another part of town, they could just leave their cars at the parking spots and then use the bikes to get around town. And essentially we're replacing trips. So we're replacing car trips, and that's been the goal from the beginning.
Right.
When people start noticing that they can get around town outside of a car, then we have
can't get any more fuel efficient than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're offsetting carbon emissions like crazy. Last year we offset over 43,000 pounds of carbon emissions. So
43,000 pounds of carbon emissions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a plus, man. That's a plus.
Very. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's definitely a plus.
Yeah, and
we appreciate you putting that together for Orlando. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I've been living down here about 9 years now, and I think we need more people that are like Peter Martinez here to do things in that area, as opposed to just being a straight capitalist. As a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I've seen it really change the city already. We've only been in operation for about a year and a half now.
Okay.
But, as you go through these streets, you see a lot more people riding bikes. I'm sure the bike shops are loving it, because they're selling more bikes.
They're selling more bikes, right?
I'm sure. I've seen them expanding here and there.
You have different types of bikes as well?
No, we only have the orange step-through frame bikes that we have.
Okay.
They're more universal,
Yeah, unisex. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More comfortable. Don't get crazy on them.
Yeah, man. They're strong. You can't really,
Those bikes are not for the. I know in Philly, man. Those bike messenger guys, man, they be flying, man.
Yeah, Philly. They get.
That's just like.
But who knows? Maybe in the future we can have different types of bikes.
Right.
Within context,
Yeah.
And I think that's where the industry's going.
Okay.
Having different types of bikes for different contexts. We're in the South, man. Everyone's worried about not looking like a girl, right?
Right.
That's how it is down here. Like, when we first came out with these bikes, people were like, "Oh, these are girls' bikes." I'm like, "No, man, there's no such thing as a girl's bike, bro."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no such thing, man.
Yeah.
A bike is a bike. Whether it's gonna get you from point A to point B. That's it.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, thank you for meeting with me and
no problem, man. No problem. I always reach out because I knew you had to go. I had the business card there, and I went through all the business cards I had, and I was like, "Yo, my man's probably doing this thing," and I hadn't really spoken with you for a while, so I said, "Let me touch base with him, see how things going." You know what I mean? Because when some people put their ideas into fruition, sometimes things don't put the necessary work in to make things come to light. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and let me show you something real quick.
Yeah.
So I think it was on Thursday, we made the front page of the Orlando Sentinel.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. So that's right there on Thursday. We made the front page of the Orlando Sentinel. It says bike sharing strives to be wheel deal.
That was the night. That would be the 26th.
Thursday, May the 26th. Yeah.
May 26th, the Orlando Sentinel. Okay.
2 days ago. 3 days ago.
3 days ago. They can find that online, I believe, still too. They probably still can find it online. Archive.
Just type in Juice Bike Share. And see, what we've been doing.
That's good, man.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Front page. That's good. It wasn't the weekly.
No, it was
the Sentinel. It's a real deal. Yeah. So we appreciate the time. Behind the Scenes podcast. Hopefully our listeners out there can learn something from this. We got a new motto. It's called Listen, Learn, and Enjoy. That's our new motto. So we want people out there, whether it's on SoundCloud, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's on the Android app, just stay tuned. Behind the Scenes podcast. You can Follow us on Twitter, We Heart Podcast. You can follow us on SoundCloud.com/We Heart Podcast. You can follow myself on Twitter at Omar Jefferson. We appreciate you taking the time on, Peter Martinez. God bless. Have a good one, man.
Thank you, man.
Peace.